What is up, guys? It's your main YouTuber Captain Rattles here, and thanks so much for supporting my channel. It's been a heck of a ride, basically. What I want to do is share y'all my personal exotic ideas that I sketched. Etch a sketch. No, I'm joking. So here, let's get started. So our first exotic is a Titan helmet called the Toxin's Spist. And this is an exotic Titan helmet. And the quote says, "Thou shalt not underestimate the Tude," and this is the 154th page, section 5 of Book of Sorrows. Let's start with the perks. Spis, this is called Spis Lab. Ward of Dawn will become green due to high toxin levels. Intellect and discipline. Excuse my handwriting. Danger far. Melee with low health has a chance to generate orbs. And this is the exotic ability. Nature's Antidote. Ward of Dawn will shoot projectiles at enemies and cost up tiny pieces of health and blurry vision. This will not affect allies. So this is the last look of the Toxin Spist. Man, it looks really cool in my opinion. Moving on, this is actually a gun called Pistol's Gambit. Here you go, the stats. You probably don't understand, but the telemarks mean that's part of the upgrades. 1 telemark is the first upgrade, 2 telemarks is the second upgrade. So now you know. The next gun is Pistol's Gambit. This is a machine gun. The quote says, "Roses are red, violets are blue," by the Book of Life. This is a Titan exclusive. How to get? You gotta get to Vanguard rank 40 or plus. First part, you gotta find the hidden glowing flowers. There's 2 on every map or planet. And this is how you get the quest. So let's start with the perks. Wait, no. The ammo has 50. The magazine has 10. Alright, now let's start with the perks. This is a passive perk called Pistol's Anger. Weapon has charge time before shooting, automatic. Second perk is more impact, less rate, range, and stability. My fault. Sorry for stopping there. Next one is less impact, more range, and stability. Sorry for the blur. Didn't mean to do that. I meant to focus. My fault. And the exotic ability is Pistol's Generation. Bullets have a chance to split into 2 and do half damage, covering an area. So basically, it will split vertically, not sideways. People consider the shotgun if it splits sideways, but it splits vertically. And this is the one last look on the gun, and on to the next gun. The next gun is called the Black Rose of Kim. This is surprisingly a scout rifle. Let's look at the design real quick. What do y'all think? Comment down below your opinion. And the quote is, "The leader died. Then the bouquet became enraged." This is the 153rd page, section 5 of Book of Sorrows. The magazine has 10. The ammo has 80. Pretty low ammo in my opinion, but you will see why. Let's start with the perks. The passive perk we're going to start off is the Fallen Rose. Due to its brittle inner works, this gun shoots like a fast-shooting scout rifle. Gun shoots sharp thorn bullets, like the Advocate. Well, the fire rate compared, not the bullet thing. You know, whatever. The next one is Infused. And here are the perks: less impact, more range, stability, and normal stats, of course. And the last stat is more impact, less range, and stability. Read those telemarks. This is what's going to affect the gun in the stats below. Unflinching and life support. And here's the exotic ability: Linger of Kim. 3 random bullets in the magazine causes lingering damage over time. I find that pretty useful. So here's the stats. Go ahead and focus on that. Rate of fire, impact, range, stability, and reload. Well, on to the next gun. Personally, my favorite. The beautifully sketched, not the greatest of all time, Pistol's Grace. Life is dependent on what you would do. Also from the Book of Life. So it's roses are red, violets are blue. Life is dependent on what you will do. And that's compared to the Pistol's Gambit. And let's look at the stats. Pretty high in my opinion, but let me explain. When you shoot, it has Pistol's Anger still. Gun has charge time before fire. Gun has a charge time before firing. And this gun can be void and can be solar. So let's see how to get it. You get a quest called Flawless, the Prince Charming. You gotta max out the Pistol's Gambit. You gotta go to Erismorn, sacrifice that gun, and Erismorn will send you a letter. You gotta go to Lord Saladin, do an exclusive mission from Lord Saladin. go back to Saladin once again, and go to Shiro, do the secret mission, return, and then it's complete. Oh man, sorry for the low quality. Let's hurry up and get to the perks because the battery's running out. Passive perk is okay, it's too dark. It is still dark. Alright, be right back. We're going to have to brighten up this gun today with light on, so let's get it over with. The passive perk is called Pistol Zang. Your gun has a short time before firing. I already told y'all that. The gun has default stats. It has less impact, max range, increased stability, and that's one tally mark. The second tally mark is a little more impact, more charge, less range, and stability. This is how the stats look with the tally marks. It's hard to see. That's how they look. 2 tally marks and 1 tally mark. You can tell the difference between the two. But here's the exotic ability. Pistol Whip. A random bullet does a little more damage and leaves a 8 times linear damage over time. Sorry for my stopping, my fault. This gun also does arc damage, and it has a magazine of 4 and the ammo of 8. Moving on. And this is my favorite. The Mauler. It has 1 magazine and 3 ammo in the back. And the reason it's typed like that is because, read the bio real quick. Most accused useful launcher ever realized, and that's what Mauler stands for. Look at this gun design. I have thought about this. I sketched it out. I mean, like, man, it turned out really well. You see all the wiring and stuff like that. I'll explain that in the perks. But so far, let's get back to the effects. This rocket launcher does solar damage. And alright, here's our stats. Right there. The rate of fire, blast radius, velocity, stability, and reload. Alright, let's get back to the perks. Passive perk is called Hellstorm. This launcher has no blast radius, instead a sonic boom blast that slows everyone that enters it. It won't be effective, it's just going to be like a little slowdown. So people with high agility, this won't affect you. Surplus, X out more damage when low, and it has a choice of Field Scout and Last Resort. And here are the 2 exotic ability choices. You could choose Dusty Rain. The rocket launcher will replace a beacon to drop trap mines in the area. Or you can roll with Dusty Storm. Rocket launcher will place beacon to call a mirage of rockets in an area. In my opinion, this sounds pretty OP, but I think the damage nerfs are going to be what happens to this rocket launcher, basically. But one last look, and let's get the quick picture roll calls. So we're going to start off with Toxin Spitz once again. Pistol's Gambit. Hard to see. Let me go and put shadow over it. Pistol's Gambit. The next page is the Black Rose of Kim Scout Rifle, and it looks amazing. And next up is Pistol's Grace. One of the roll calls. In my opinion, this is like the best sniper rifle I've ever seen. In its design purpose, anyway. Next. And last but not least, the Mauler. Just look at that rocket launcher one last time and say that does not look beautiful. I will smack you across the face if you don't say that. If you do say that, my fault. Nah, I'm joking. I'm just kidding, guys. Anyway, I'm Captain Rattles, and I will see y'all in the next video. See you later.